Conquest is about to start up once again, and I want to share all the squads that I use throughout Conquest to easily red crate and not have any issues getting through and 3-starring those or getting feats or anything. I'm not going to have like a granular guide on every feat and every boss feat, mini boss feat. I think there's plenty of those out there, but this is just the characters and teams I use to get through Conquest easily. Before I show the squads, I just want to show the assumptions I have for what data discs I'm working with. Top priority is I always want to get 2 Zealous Ambition to make support characters hit like crazy, and without the debuff combo, this is the best way to do damage. Ruthless Swiftness is amazing. I have all the blues shown here, but you don't need blues necessarily. Green is just as good. I try to stick away from the white unless I'm really desperate. But 2 Ruthless Swiftnesses and 2 Ruthless Offenses would really help you get going. It kind of makes every team Imperial Troopers, honestly, because they're ramping offense and speed. And they're actually doing a lot more than Imperial Troopers can. And doing tons of damage with Zealous Ambition. And Trench is also important. You could load up on it. It's only 1 dot data disk, as long as it's still there in this Conquest. I mean, it's amazing. If you can come across it, if you want more, that's fine, mix and match. Fortified is also good. It prevents you from having situations where you're just never going to get a turn. They're just bashing you over and over again, and you never get anywhere. You're at least going to get some turn meter, and maybe you can get a hit off, get them below full health, and then get the rest of the team going and win from there. Okay, so here we are at my squads. First off, I got a couple. I mean, this is not groundbreaking or anything, but Inquisitors, I have them built up, so I am using them all the time. This is the Global Feat cheese, where you have Obi-Wan, Princess Leia, and Luke with Dash under Rey. And if you have Zealous Ambition, Dash can just one-shot a lot of teams. You can one-shot the Night Sister team in Sector 3, or the Tuskens, are not completely one-shot, I don't think, but pretty close to it. I recommend just using this on Datacron nodes after you've gone through the whole table, because it's a risk to not 3-star, and I always think 3-star is a priority in your first run through. You don't want to have to go back and do nodes over again. Inquisitors, I skip those feats a lot, but I use them on the Datacron node in Sector 1 against Bounty Hunters. They're very good. They can win even at lower stamina, like 60 or something. It's not a problem. With the data discs, I recommended. So I actually get their feat pretty easily just by using them like 3 times a day or something on that node. And then I also get the Purge feat without even trying. I just put them on auto. This is another global feat team and also a Sector 1 team. It's full Jedi. The idea is to call GK to assist all the time and get him the kills to get to those 100 kills between JMK and GK. And it's honestly easier with GK because JMK's team has a lot going on trying to kill him, or try to get kills aside from him. And this also works to get Foresight up in Sector 5, I think. But you just want to funnel as many turns to GK as possible, or attacks. And also a stealth team. This is a Sith team, obviously, under Darth Maul. If you have that Zeta, you can get plenty of stealth with this, and you should be able to win. If you have Zealous Ambition already, Bastila Shan is going to hit like a tank or something, and Malak is great for keeping you alive. Just a strong team. You can get through stealth really easily with that. But what I actually like more, as long as you have some Zealous Ambition and Fortified, or just some of the other discs at all, you definitely need Zealous Ambition though for this to work, is this team. Rex Lead is amazing in Conquest. I like him better than Gas. It's much faster. You're basically guaranteed to get a turn because when you're getting hit, you are gaining turn meter. What is it? Whenever an ally suffers a critical hit, all Clone Trooper allies gain 15% turn meter. So you're really going really fast. This is probably the one area where his lead is great. And then I put Bad Batch Echo in tech along with Echo and 5s, so you can get the no attacker feat in Sector 4 as well. But I love this team when I'm farming Datacrons. It's a very fast win if you have the right discs, and it's a very sure win. And then JMK, this team is more focused around getting him the kills, although it also has some Foresight focus for Sector 5. Shaak Ti and Yoda are going to kill a lot of people if you have Zealous Ambition up, but you're going to be you're not really worried about getting the JMK kills or GK kills, because you'll get that eventually anyway by the end, so don't sweat it. Just get the sure wins, get the 3 stars. And now in Sector 2, we got this team, which is, I like Palp Lead over Trey Lead, though sometimes you might want Trey Lead if there's a lot of end-of-turn attacks on the other team. These are all either support or tanks, so they double for the no attacker feat in Sector 4. But all you gotta do is run this a couple times in Sector 2, use Palpatine's second special, and get Health Steal up from that, and it's a pretty easy win. If I had to sub out anyone, it'd be Nihilus to get someone more durable and just another support character, but as long as you're not facing an overpowered team, this is a pretty good win at high stamina. And then for Sector 3, we got that stagger feat, and this team has like a bunch of AoE staggers, and I have Royal Guard to keep people alive. Usually works pretty well. This isn't a world beater team though, you gotta be careful who you use it against. Don't use it against anything super strong, but it'll get that stagger feat pretty quickly if that's what you're going for. Next for Sector 3, this is the Cheese team. It works very well to get Master's Training very quickly. And what you do is I think you put something on Yoda, maybe the turn meter tech, or maybe you put the tank tech on Pathfinder first, and then he'll die. And if you had Grandmaster's Training on him, Yoda will take a bonus turn if you have the second Zeta. I haven't seen need for it. I don't think I'm gonna apply it. I just farm the Master's Training feat on the Datacron nodes at the end. I just get a couple per time while I'm simming with or autoing with Jedi. Just another tank to help keep it alive, but Pathfinder will die over and over again, and then Yoda will just keep giving him the buff. Also, I was saying Foresight is in Sector 5. It's actually in Sector 3. So this team and then this team is great for Sector 3 as well. Next, for the Empire kills and Imperial Trooper kills in Sector 3 and Sector 4 respectively, these teams are great for it. I had a video a while ago, or like 2 conquests ago, about what teams I suggested, but I've changed this one since then. You definitely want Range Trooper and Stark in this one because they're support and they're gonna do tons of damage. This team wrecks Tuskens and wrecks the Bounty Hunters in Sector 1, and it can get some good wins, 3-star wins throughout the table as well. Iden going first, getting 100% turn meter is amazing, and then if you have Ruthless Swiftness, and you get after that AoE, chances are you're going to go next and you're going to be able to clean up the table. Just be careful who you use it against. Don't use it against like gas or something like that. And then also a change is for Empire and Imperial Trooper kills, I added Admiral Piet, Moff Gideon, and Veers under Lord Vader instead of having a Veers lead because they just get annihilated most of the time. They're not fast enough to do what they want to do. And if it's just Empire kills I'm going for, I'll have Thrawn. If it's just Imperial Trooper kills, I'll add Royal Guard to help survivability. But this is way safer for your first run through, and if you're getting the feats, so you can snag some of the feats as well as 3-star. Next up for Sector 4, we need Rebels, we need no attackers, and we need Evasion Down. This team handles Evasion Down and Rebels, mostly 3PO and Chewie on his basic, I believe. So he's always assisting and inflicting that. And then I got Chad Moratis here. This is just a Rebel team with no attackers. Biggs helps because if he gets critically hit, he gets a bonus turn. Not a bonus turn, but 100% turn meter. He does an attack, calls someone to assist, and he does pretty good damage since he is support. And Admiral Raddus is the one with the big hit. He can just wipe out a whole team on his own if it's the right team. And they got another JML team. He is amazing for Conquest. In my Galactic Legend rating, I gave him a lot of points for Conquest. This is about the Evasion Down. If you don't get enough from the Rebels, you're going to call Old Ben to assist constantly, and you're also going to get Grandmaster's Training from this team. I mean, it's easy to get that. It's just really slow. That would be for Sector 3, though. But yeah, Old Ben, just calling him to assist as much as you can with Bastila Shan, Shakti, and Hermit Yoda's specials, not the event special. If there's on cooldown, you use the event special, or the leadership special, but you don't want to kill them too quickly. You want to ramp up those Evasion Down, and it's also full Jedi, so you're working towards that global feat. We got the Roid droids. I added droids on roids, but I didn't have enough space. These are no attackers. This is great for Sector 4. I also love using it on Datacron nodes. IPD actually hits really hard. They all hit super hard. If you don't have Imperial Probe Droid or IG-11 or T3 sufficiently geared and relic, you could use others, just like C-3PO or something. C3PO and R2D2. But I've really enjoyed this, and it doesn't take away from other stuff I need in Sector 4. And Sector 5 is kind of the most annoying one. This is like a cheese team where you can get a lot of evades and blinds out. You need, how many blinds? You need to attempt it 60 times, so you need to do his special like 12 times or something. As long as they're all alive and the whole team, some people die, so you're not always going to get 5 attempts using this team. But you put health tech on Rey, so she's basically immortal, constantly gives lifeblood, keeps them alive. Put the weapon tech on 3PO and Chewie, so they're getting more turns. And then C3PO, you're just trying to reduce the cooldowns so he can do blind over and over again. It's pretty good for the mini boss, honestly. But you got to be careful. It's not necessarily a 3-star team. And for me, the biggest struggle in this conquest, since I don't have Jabba and I don't have the new bounty hunter, or I don't have Boushh built up yet, is getting safe bounty hunter kills. Gosh, it's it's just hard to survive with bounty hunters if you're doing a full team, and then they don't do that much damage anymore without the volatile accelerator amplify agony combo. So Greef is actually the damage dealer here. You're just trying to keep him alive and funnel as many attacks to him as you can. Watt helps, and I kind of use this on the end node sometimes, or the mini boss node somewhere. It's hard to get the kills. I don't know where I use this. It's very slow for me. I'd actually appreciate recommendations myself. Another option is you put the tank tech on Jedi Master Luke here, and you get kills with Cad Bane and Greef because Cad Bane is a support, and the Mandalorian's contract is not too hard to get with this team because you're just needing critical hits while buffed. It's not like you have to get to the weakest enemy or anything or inflict debuffs. So that's something you can actually complete, and then you can do annihilates with Mandalorian. So this has 3-star potential, but Watt might die as well. And just some like Datacron node farming and 3-star teams I use is Padme with Cat under her, and then Gas, Ahsoka Tano, Anakin, or you could sub out someone else there. But JMK, you want to use him in full Jedi teams to get that global Jedi feat done, so that leaves Cat available. This team is very good, pretty easy 3-star most of the time. Same with this Rey team. She's not needed for any specific feats, so this team should be at full stamina. So if you're going through fast and you're low on stamina on a lot of those other teams, this is a great option. And also, this is a Datacron farming team. Night Sisters are very good with Zealous Ambition, and the data discs I laid out. So Daka, Asajj, and Talzin hit very hard, especially Daka, because her health is through the roof. So that's all my teams. What I like to use on Datacrons is this. The support heavy teams, like I don't actually use a lot of Galactic Legends when I'm farming Datacrons and autoing. I use Sortie a lot. I use CLS. I use Iden. I use this Palpatine team with support Sith. And I use this team. Those are my favorite teams for farming Datacron nodes. Yeah, so that's it. Let me know what you think. What are some squads that you've had great success with? What are data discs you like to use? Where am I off my rocker? And where do you think I got it right? Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.